monthly manis this time for the month of June. I'm sad that June's over because that means a whole month has gone by and I haven't worked, and now there's only a month and a half left before I have to go back to subbing. Although I'm still working this summer. I'm working for my husband's business, so I've been doing a lot of stuff for him, but it's not, you know, it's not the same. I can be at home and sit in my pajamas and do whatever I want. So, yeah, and I love summer, and the whole month of June's already gone. But anyway, enough of me wallowing in my self-pity. I have six manis to share with you this month. The first mani that I did for the month was really simple. I just use Orly Mayhem Mentality, and I'm sorry guys, this color is so hard to get on camera. But this is just a really bright, lighter neon orange. It's so gorgeous. I love this neon orange. I think it's so, so pretty. But I use this on all my fingers, and then instead of using a normal top coat, I used I&M's Northern Lights. And what this is you can't see it right now, I'll have to shake it up. But if you can see, you can probably see a little bit on the very, very bottom down there. There you go. You can see. It has holographic shimmers in it. So it's just a regular, you know, like the regular top coat, but there's glitter in it. So, I mean, you have to like shake this thing up a lot before you can use it, but just to give you an idea. So there it is floating around. So I just use this as my top coat for, you know, to give it some shimmer on top. And I really like this top coat because it eliminates a step. So instead of me having to go in with like fairy dust or Shine On Crazy Diamond from Orly, or like, you know, one of those really fine hollow glitters, I can just use this and then you're good to go. So yeah, just did this on all my fingers. I really liked it. I liked the little bit of sparkle that it gave it, so it wasn't just a flat neon, a little bit of dimension. Really pretty. I was happy with this manicure. The next mani that I did some really bright colors, and I just alternated them on my fingers. So I used Sally Hansen. This is the Xtreme wear. This is called Royal Rage. This is a new color from the new line. It's a really pretty royal blue color. The other one I used is called Heat Stroke, and this is like a neon corally kind of shade. It's like a pinky corally, has a little bit of shimmer in it. It's really pretty. The formula has something left to be desired. This one wasn't bad. 2 coats, I think. Yeah, 2 coats on this and it was fine. This, I definitely needed a third. Although 2 coats was opaque, it was really uneven and streaky. So I really needed a third coat to level it all out. And even then it wasn't completely level, which is honestly why I decided to put glitter on top of it, because I was not happy with how this looked on its own. So that kind of sucks, because this is an amazing color and I like the shimmer. It's just a really soft glow kind of shimmer. It's beautiful. I love, love, love this color. The formula though kind of sucks. So I use those 2, and then on my blue nails I use this glitter topper from SinfulShine. This is called Cold as Ice, and it's just white matte bar glitters. That's all it is, in a clear base. So I put that on top of my blue nails, and then on top of the pink I used another Sally Hansen Xtreme wear. This is in Strobe Flash, and this one is kind of like a salt and pepper mix. It's got different sizes of white and black hexes. There's also black bar glitters in here as well. Pretty dense though. I was pretty happy with how dense both of these glitters were actually. Really happy with the application. I only needed 1 coat for each, so I didn't have to really go in. I had to do a little bit of dabbing, but you know, it wasn't any more than what I was expecting to do, so really happy with that. The third mani that I did was also a pretty simple manicure. Again, I used SinfulShine Spitfire as my main color on all of my nails except my ring finger. This is a really pretty light pinky purple lavender kind of shade. I think it's very beautiful. It's gorgeous. I love this color. The formula was a little thick, nothing horrible, not super hard to work with, but it was a little bit thicker, had to be a little bit more careful with it, but the color was just stunning, and it really matched that purple shirt I was wearing in my last videos. This polish matched it like almost to a T, and it was so pretty, and so I had to wear that shirt when I had this manicure because it was just so pretty. And then what I did on my ring finger is I first used this China Glaze silver polish here. This is called Cheers to You. And this, I love this polish. It's a beautiful silver foil metallic. It's amazing. It dries so fast. It's one coat. It's super opaque. It's gorgeous, lovely. I have nothing but amazing things to say about this color in particular. It's from an older collection. I don't know which collection, but it was a while ago. I think Head to Toe has it. I initially bought mine on Amazon though, so I'm sure you can still find it on Amazon as well. But I love this. It's such a flashy foil metallic, and I just love how quickly it dries, because then you can do nailer and stuff on top of it really quickly. So I use this as my base on my ring fingers, and then I use striping tape. I use 4 pieces. I put 2 on each side to create a little bit of a crisscross pattern, and then I put the Spitfire on top of it. I really like these 2 colors together. I really like the manicure. It was very feminine and clean, and you know, it was nice to have an accent, but it wasn't too distracting. So just a beautiful manicure. I really love that one a lot. My next manicure was not my favorite. I wasn't really happy with how it turned out, but I had a lot of people tell me that they liked it. So I guess I just probably thought it was worse than what it was. I used 3 polishes from the Seize the Summer collection that's out right now from Nicole by OPI. So what I did on my pointer finger, I painted this coral color, which is called the Coral of the Story. Just a nice reddish toned coral. Really pretty. And then I think I painted this on my thumb. So on my thumb and on my pinky was this color. This is Lay It on the Lime, and this is a really pastel light lime color. It's not really neon, it's just more of a pastel lime. I wasn't a fan of the formula on this one. The coral is super opaque, 1 coater, you're good to go, beautiful. This one though was it's a lot more sheer than I thought. I had to use 3 coats of polish. It was a little patchy. Honestly, on all 3 coats, I felt like I had to kind of dab in some places that were a little bit more sparse. I just wasn't happy with the application of this, and I didn't like that I had to use 3 coats. Beautiful color. I really love the color, but it just didn't quite deliver for me. On my middle and ring finger, I painted a white base on both of those, and I just used China Glaze white on white. Just your standard white polish. You know, nothing to say about that, just a cream. And then on my ring finger, I painted 2 coats of this glitter polish called Shave Nice. Again, from the same collection as the other 2. This one is very similar to the, what's the one from OPI, the Muppets collection? Muppets World Tour, I think is what it's called. Where it's really heavy with the white and silver glitters. It has very fine, lots and lots of silver glitters. And then this one has different colored hexes in it though than the Muppets World Tour did. So in this one, I see pink, green, and purple. The other one was pink and blue. And this is more of like a pinky peach kind of pink. And then on my middle finger, I did a splatter with the green and the coral that I used on my other nails. Because this was so thin and kind of runny, this is not a really good polish to splatter with. It didn't really create like splatter marks. It more just kind of turned into blobs and came out as like one big thing, you know, like one big spot on my nail instead of like splatting all over my nail, if that makes any sense. So I did this color first because of that, so then I could do the coral on top, so you could get the green underneath, but then the coral kind of had this splatter effect on top of it. So I mean, it still worked, but you can't use thin, watery kind of polishes for splattering because it just doesn't make the nice effect that you want. Then my next mani, I had to pay some tribute to Sally Hansen Pacific Blue for all the hoopla that's been going on lately. So what I did on this one is all my fingers but my ring finger, I just painted the Pacific Blue color. I don't really need to say anything about this except it's amazing. Everyone knows it's amazing. If you can go find it because it's beautiful. And then what I did on my ring finger is I used white on white again as my base, and I painted it white. And then I did a dry marble, and this is the first time I've done it, and I'm honestly not that happy with how it turned out. It's harder than it looks, at least for me. Maybe you guys are like amazing at it, but it was a little bit harder for me to do. But what you do is you paint I painted one coat of white, and I let that dry for a little bit, and then I put on another coat of white, but I let it was a little bit thicker, so like a thick coat of white on top, and then right away you have to go in with the blue, in my case Pacific blue, and put some little dots kind of randomly on your nail, and then you take a toothpick and swirl it together. My problem is that I kept like going too deep and hitting my nail, and you could see my nail mark. So I mean, I practiced like on 15 you know, like little nail swatches before I did it, because they were not turning out at all. But it is a little bit better than how it was to begin with. My practicing did help a little bit, but I don't know, I just can't swirl them together right, and it just looks funny to me. So it was okay, but I should have just like done a full manicure with the blue and just paid attention to how pretty this polish was. And then my last manicure that I did is actually the manicure I'm still wearing right now. I am going to take it off later this evening and repaint my nails. And I have been wearing this manicure for a week. And the reason why I've been wearing it for so long is because this is from the Revlon Colorstay Gel Envy polishes, and I am reviewing these polishes for you guys. I'm going to have a whole video on it. Probably in about 2 weeks it should be up, so keep your eye out for that if you're interested in these polishes. So I'm not going to talk a whole lot about these formulas right now in this, because I want to save that for the review. So I'm just going to show you the colors and what I did. So this pink one is what I painted on all my fingers. This is called Cardshark, right? Yeah, Cardshark. And it's just a light, pale baby pink shade, cream. Beautiful color. And then on my pointer and my middle finger, I just did flowers, and I did alternating. So I did some blue flowers, some coral flowers, and then I alternated the colors for the centers. So this blue one is called Full House, just kind of more of like a mid-toned, lighter sky blue kind of shade. And then this other one is called Pocket Aces, and this is, oh, and this is, by the way, there's no shimmer, just a cream. Same for this, it's a cream, and this is just kind of like a red coral color. It's actually very similar to the Nicole by IPSY one, but this is a little bit more pink. The other one's a little bit more red, but still very pretty. So again, I just did flowers with those. I don't know. I like it, but I don't. I was kind of on the fence with this one. I just wanted to do some nice, fun summer nail art, and that's what I came up with. So those were my manis for the month of June. I hope that you guys enjoyed seeing that. I'm getting a lot of good feedback about this series, so I really think that you guys enjoy seeing me talk about the polishes and telling you what I did. So thumbs up if you do like that and you want me to continue to do these videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, my blog and all that is listed down below, so you guys can go check that out if you want to. And until next time, peace, love, and polish. Bye-bye.